Please remain upstanding for the national anthem. Vice-Chancellor, graduands, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the University of Central Lancashire's graduation ceremony, and we're delighted to be celebrating with you today the success of our fabulous graduates. We hope that you all have a day to remember. I now call upon our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Graham Baldwin, to say a few words.
Welcome to the University of Central Lancashire. Honorary Fellow, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great pleasure to welcome you to this ceremony where we acknowledge and celebrate the achievements of our soon-to-be graduates. The past few years have been challenging for us all, and this cohort in particular has had its studies most affected by the pandemic. However, you have all shown great resilience during this time, which I know will stand you in good stead for the future. I'm delighted that we can now celebrate your achievements, and I trust that you enjoy both the ceremony and the celebrations that will, I am sure, go on afterwards with your families and friends. Your studies here have prepared you well, and I'm sure you will find that you now have a closer set of connections with the world around you. I hope, as well as achieving your qualifications, that you have also had a great experience and that in years to come, as a member of our global alumni community, you will look back fondly on your time at the University of Central Lancashire and will keep in touch to share with us your successes. At our University Open Days, I point out that graduates tend to earn more over a lifetime than non-graduates. But more importantly, they tend to be healthier, happier, and to live longer. Remembering those facts will surely reassure you that the effort and the commitment you have invested in the last few years was well worth it. Undoubtedly, you will all be in different positions at this moment in time. Some of you will be waiting to get your first graduate job. Some may have already started on your career path or are changing career because of your new qualification, or perhaps your new qualification will help you better yourself in the career that you already have. Whatever your situation, we know there will be many opportunities that lie ahead for you. And so on behalf of all of us here today and from the wider team at the University of Central Lancashire, I thank you in advance for your future contribution. The personal characteristics that you have displayed to get you to this point today, energy, commitment, tenacity, and an open mind, will serve you well for the future and will help you to recognise and seize the opportunities that exist. So make sure you leave this hall today with confidence, ambition, and a desire to make a difference. You are the future leaders and high climbers in whatever occupation lies ahead for you. Life won't always be plain sailing, but during your studies, we hope you will have acquired a toolkit that will help you to navigate choppy waters. Your studies have prepared you such that although you can't direct the wind, you can adjust the sails. Here at the University of Central Lancashire, we've always believed in helping people to seize every opportunity to flourish in education, at work, and for life. We're proud that by combining academic excellence and real-world teaching, we give our students the skills and experience that industry needs. That's why our talented graduates are in such high demand, and we're delighted that we've created new possibilities for many thousands of our graduates during our near 200-year history. I hope that we have helped create the opportunity for your future success, ensuring that you have the relevant knowledge, skills and experiences to thrive wherever you came from and wherever you go to next. I hope too that as part of your UCLan journey, you have felt that you have belonged here. It is important to us that our students feel safe, valued, welcomed and included. Whoever you are, wherever you are in life, here at the University of Central Lancashire, we believe there's always a way. As you look to the future, enjoy this moment and particularly enjoy today. Share special memories with the friends you've made here and with your families who have been on this journey of learning with you. Talking of which, before we celebrate your success, I'm going to ask you in a moment to join me in a massive round of applause for all those special people, your family, your friends and your tutors who have supported you and who are celebrating with you here today. Please join me. Now, all the rest of the applause today will be just for you. So for all of you who today become graduates of the university, I extend my warmest congratulations on your achievements. You have been taught by a dedicated group of academic staff who devote their professional lives to the teaching, learning and development of all our students. You have also been supported by many highly dedicated and professional staff members who, whilst they often do not teach directly, have provided the service and the infrastructure that have made your success at the university possible. I would like to thank them all on your behalf. I am confident that you will bring not only real economic and social benefit to yourself, but also to the communities of which you are members. Whatever you do next, and wherever in the world your journey leads, on behalf of everybody at the University of Central Lancashire, very well done and good luck for a happy and successful future. We are very proud of you. Let me leave you with a quote from the playwright Oscar Wilde, which I think is very fitting for today. You can never be overdressed or overeducated. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, the presentation of graduands and award holders will now take place. Graduands, it is now time for your moment of glory. Please make sure you bring your seat cards with your name on up to the stage. For your health and safety, we'll be offering you a glove to wear before you go on stage to shake hands with the Vice-Chancellor. If you would prefer not to shake hands, please just give a formal nod to the Vice-Chancellor. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the School of Psychology and Computer Science, I present graduates. For a thesis entitled Investigating Oculomotor Control During the Learning and Scanning of Character Strings, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Mengzi Wang. For a thesis entitled Factors Promoting Negative Symptoms and Strength Factors Following Institutional Child Abuse in Residential Settings, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Rebecca Ozan. Master of Science in Computing, Chikwendu Ezeru Abakporo. Huda Amir. Alexandra Gradoska. Bhuvaneshwari Guruvai. Tazeen Hafsa. Rinju Johnson. Vadampudi Kirthi. Monica Manadar. Kalima Mohammed Janais. Naga Sai Shujani Kotapati. Pawan Panta. Ravi Kiran Parachuru. Mosina Safwan Patel. Shilpa Salian. Master of Science in Forensic Psychology, Poppy Ashcroft. Courtney Barclay. Thomas Barnes. Jade Courtney Warrillow. Amy Kerwin. Olivia Denby. Louise Doyle. Daniel Gherkin. Abby Griffin. Ella Hargreaves. Alaya Islam. Bethany Kirk. Romana Lloyd Drummond. Claudia Oglesby. Mia Roberts. Abigail Rushton. Catherine Ryan. Carly Scarisbrick. Chloe Tarleton. Neem Tattersall. Reese Thomas. Ethan Westmoreland. Thea Wynne Reid. Master of Science in Applied Clinical Psychology, Rebecca Barrett. Amy Beach. Sundas Ahmed. Abigail Boylan. Luke Calvert. Macaulay Davis. Bethany Graham. Sam Hemmings. Evie Holden. Megan Houghton. Chloe Hutchinson. Amy Jones. Lou Jane Karim Ali. Bibi Khan. Uma Madni. Danielle Marsh. Sarah McLean. Anna Monk. Caitlin Moore. Francesca Morelli. Chloe Morris. Melissa Matetwa. Isra Nawaz. Martha Rody. Rebecca Ronan. Maxine Roscoe. Anjani Sharma. Megan Vassallo. Nicole Yates. Funmilola Omobolona Adesina. Master of Science in Information Technology Security, Sneha Batula. Agnes Mamtha Johnson Cesar. Sirisha Ida. Lavanya Komakula. Durga Priyanka Lakshmi. Judson Mahmeda. Bhagya Lakshmi Mori. Albert Timiline Oloruntola. Onyinye Dino Onyebose. Mohan Nagendra Pudi. Lakshmi Prasanna Pulachari. Sruthri Ramajaru. Naresh Kumar Sabavat. Kiran Kumar Samala. Sagar Sapkota. Vikranth Reddy Vantari. Rinku Varghese. Badal Yadav. Nazima Begum. Nithu Nirmal. Master of Science in Psychology of Child Development, Danielle Cooney. Rebecca Harrington. Master of Science in Psychology Conversion, Caroline Booth. Sandra Moses. Gift Iheshi Akineso. Alan Bradbury. Jennifer Crompton. Jennifer Dorian. Amy Feely. Alia Malik. Umareya Malik. Amber Marsh. Azima Nakadar. Chelsea Ann Nevison. Peace Olanrojawu. Paige Roberts. Joy Rooney. Louisa Ross Gower. Victoria Louise Carroll. Kobe Kitson. Emily Winrow. Master of Science in User Experience Design, Rayham Al-Sabag. Thomas Bramley. Robin Das. Master of Computing and Computer Games Development, Emma O'Reilly. Postgraduate Diploma in Computing, Dipender Gautam. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Forensic Computing and Security, Carl Burgess. Jordan Howarth. Samad Kaleem. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Forensic Psychology, Jade Bain. Zara Haji. Hana Sheikh. Ella Tordabal Bickerstaff. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Forensic Computing and Security, Adam Umar. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Cyber Psychology, James Taylor. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Computer Network Technology, Jobin Benny. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Software Engineering, Daniel Goodwin. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Clinical Psychology, Mohammed Ghafoor. Mariah Hashmi. Alexandra Holloway. Daria Tiberi. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Computer Networks and Security, Mohammed Farouk Banker. Adnan Musa. James Anderton. Christopher Chan Kum Sang. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Computing, Gerard Baines. Hamza Hassan. Efthymios Karastagios. Jamie Kelly. Alexander Kerr. Matthew Swallow. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Digital and Technology Solutions, Charlotte Dessauer. Saima Hassan. Darius Lazarus Barty. Olivia Pook. Jordan Siani. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Neuropsychology, Ejirugini Akparavoro. Mohammed Bari. Halima O'Rayman. Ramona Ahmed. Ramasha Ali. Jacob Griffin. Katongo Hamwala. Zamarud Khan. Joanna Leandro Lacerda Lopez. Neria Martin Oyazabal. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Psychology of Child Development, Katie Gary Madden. Keranushi Abdusamad. Carla Livy Mendoza. Zeni Bibi. Kirsten Bradley. Katie Jones. Tatiana Cohen. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Psychology, Joseph Morrow. Gemma Seed. Scott Smith. Jack Wild. Rhiannon Wright. Kieran Nisa Zamir. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Psychology with Psychotherapy and Counselling, Fatima Adam. Millie Cumberbatch. Faisal Ahmed. Georgia Lombard. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Psychology and Criminology, Amy Lee Youngs. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Software Engineering, Loreth Bennett. Thomas Branchflower. Rhys Garman. Matthew Hamilton. Megan Harvey. Daniel Orr. Matthew Stevens. James Wilkins. Ethan Wilson. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes a presentation of awards from the School of Psychology and Computer Science.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards in the School of Social Work, Care and Community. For a thesis entitled Writing the Disabled Self, an orthoethnographic study as disableism in England, 2015 to 2018, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Lisa Davis. Master of Arts in Community Leadership, Fatima Kanon Ali. Ozas Ogi. Saima Zeb. Master of Arts in Social Pedagogy Leadership, Edwin Greenhill. Sledge Bover. Master of Arts in Professional Development and Practice, Victoria McKinlay. Matthew Bankole. Hayley Forshaw-Neen. Rifas Ansari, Ilatho Parambil Ansari. Damilade Temideo Aluabi. Stephen Rushton. Anne Wabusia. Karen Hoff. Master of Arts in Social Work, Amaka Annie. Shagufta Bashir. Maria Boone. Antonia Bowers. Heather Burke. Sophie Bushell. Andrew Crump. Nicola Dundervan. B. Asipi. Anastasia Gima. Lisa Iskapan. Nafisa Khan. Kaylee Graham. Fazana Kosa Afsar. Sharon Mackenzie. Sean Millward. Kerry Mullins. Nicola Ogden. Funminayi Ogundeli. Helen Parker. Jacob Poole. Sarah Porter. Ida Ruziv. Kirsty Saunders. Jalita Seaton. Ashley Smith. Danielle Smith. Orla Tracy. Carol Jerin Uda Kamal. Lucy Watt. Louise Yip. Postgraduate Certificate in Mental Health Practice, Chipo Machachi. Marlon Parkinson. Chloe Sturzacker. Postgraduate Diploma in Social Work, Kelly Grice. Josephine Wood. Postgraduate Certificate in Social Care, Marie Hayes. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Children's Schools and Families, Samia Ahmed. Rim Al-Bakri. Lorna Barrow. Maria Delal. L.A. Hope. Akila Huck. Maisie Howarth. Megan Jolly. Mishba Khan Mehreen. Caitlin Lamb. Malaika Mughal. Fatima Patel. Misbah Sajid. Sharon Sargison. Rachel Williamson. Emily Wilson. Tegan Wilson. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Social Work, Rebecca Ashworth. Amira Bamji. Madison Chatters. Jessica Chorley. Angela Davies. Shannon Dent. Catherine Dunn. Geraldine Greenwood. Daniel Grindley. Helen Hamilton Southwood. Adnan Jamil. Usman Mahmood. Chelsea McCarthy. Paul Mirza. Samantha Mitchell. Francesca O'Donnell. Kimberly Rowley. Aisha Sajjad. Caroline Slater. Nadine Thornton. Pauline Verdu. Fiona Westell. Rebecca Whiteside. Laura Woolard. Paige Yates. Postgraduate Certificate in Mental Health Practice, Karen Bonner. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Community Leadership, Charlotte Boller. Maitner Cabby Lamba. Titi Isabato. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Social Care Studies, Anna Brown. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Community and Social Care, Policy and Practice, Laura Farrington. Ife Ejisonyiwe. Marie Katamba. Beatrice Ketchagesi. Sasha Pursglove. Heidi Shaw. Foundation degree in Arts in Community Leadership, Salome Kaleke Minang Espe Ungwem. Certificate of Higher Education in Working with Children, Young People and Families, Joanne Ashworth. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Social Work, Care and Community.
Vice-Chancellor, the presentations are completed. I call on Nitam Mehta, Vice President Welfare of the Students' Union, to respond on behalf of graduates awarded today.
Vice-Chancellor, graduates, families, friends, loved ones, it is my greatest honour to stand here before you today and speak on behalf of students. Three years ago, I arrived in Preston from Mumbai. Mumbai is my birthplace and a city I've loved the most. A city I'm very proud to call home. Mumbai is very different from Preston. The food is different, there are a lot more people, and you will often find cows chilling in the middle of the road. Preston does not have these road-dwelling cows, but it is home to the University of Central Lancashire and has been our home for the past few years. Today, I stand before you as your Vice President Welfare, grateful for this wonderful opportunity and glad for the incredible achievements that we are all celebrating here today. My name is Nitam Mehta. You may know me as Ricky. What a challenging period it has been. A world-changing pandemic, the intense isolation of lockdowns, the terrifying fear that things may never return back to normal. You have had the world thrown at you, but because of your determination, your grit, your outlook, and hard work, you have succeeded. You are here. This is it. This is your graduation. When I came to Preston, I was so relieved that there weren't any monkeys stealing my food. But then I went to Blackpool and a seagull stole my sandwich. Some things never change, whatever the circumstance, and what circumstances they were. Through great adversity, we had to crack on and study hard. Lectures migrated online, and our societies paused in-person meetings. Some classes had bonded by pretending they couldn't hear anything, much at the cost of the lecturers. Others made silly profile pictures for their Microsoft Teams account. But there are things we would rather forget. The buffering audio on Microsoft Teams, the social distancing in the classrooms, the remote learning lectures in which it was impossible to not get distracted by any notifications. For me, it was my partner at the time, pestering me to let her in my accommodation. But there are still positives about lockdown life. I, for one, made full use of my hour a day outside. I don't think I've ever exercised so much in my life. Friends, some parts of our student experience remained unchanged. Late night crunches, split by coffee runs, and library book returns. We've made friends for life, people who will never forget, and had experiences that deserve to be told and retold many times over. Many of us had joined societies or sports clubs. Others had volunteered for causes they believed in. But all of us have been so impacted by the wonderful people we've met and spent our times with. Cherish these memories with our dearest friends. Don't lose total contact when you move away. Try to meet up at least once in a while, and please don't just talk about the weather. I would now like to pay my special thanks to all the course reps and school presidents. So if you've been a course rep or a school president at any point during your time at UCLan, please stand up as we give you a round of applause, please. Thank you. I've come to love this university, from the friendly northern cheer to the helpful staff, and it has been an absolute joy to meet so many of you lovely people, even if the weather is terrible. I do like a bit of snow though. But it hasn't been all sunshine and roses. I think I speak for all of us when I say the parts of the past few years have been frustrating, hopeless, and seemingly unchangeable. But in such times, I am reminded by a Viktor Frankl quote, when we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Everybody here today has graduated during one of the most challenging times in recent history. Together, we faced many obstacles. We've had to adapt in different ways. It wasn't too long ago that we faced great uncertainty about the future. For our safety, we were confined to our homes. We attended lectures from within our bedrooms. Societies and clubs could no longer run as usual. Much of the student experience we expected was changed drastically. Some of us have experienced loss, and some of us have been tested to our very limits. But we have persevered. Here we are at graduation with such incredible opportunities at our fingertips. Having stood firm against the pandemic storm, we are triumphant and are at the zenith of university experience. Now it is our time to seize those opportunities as we enter the real world as UCLan graduates. Thank you. This could not be possible without your families, friends, lecturers, and loved ones that have joined you here today and supported you through thick and thin. I wish you all the very best for the future. Class of 2022, congratulations. Also, one last thing, guys. I need to be real. I need to do my be real. Should we have a be real, right? Why not? Yeah, it won't be long. Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Today is, of course, a momentous occasion for everyone here, and we need to make sure we celebrate in the most appropriate way. Family and friends, there's a great photo and video opportunity coming up, so you might want to get your cameras at the ready. Could I please ask all the graduates to stand and take off your mortarboards? This will be a great relief to many of you, as I've seen how precariously some of them have been balancing on your heads. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to throw your mortarboards up into the air in recognition of all your hard work and achievements. However, please be careful. You don't want to throw it too high or too far or cause any injury to anyone on its descent. And there's an extra special reason to be careful, because it's now your mortarboard for you to keep and take home. So, on a count of 3, and they're all ready with the cameras at the side, I want you to throw your mortarboards in the air and give a big cheer, and then we will all follow with a further 3 cheers. 1, 2, 3. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. If you could all please sit down for one last time whilst I explain the final stage of this amazing special day. As we bring this ceremony to a close, I would like to thank everyone who's been involved in making today such a happy and memorable occasion and sharing this special day with our university community. The platform party will now leave the stage, and graduates, you will shortly be processing out of the hall past a guard of honour in the central aisle. A university usher will prompt your row when you need to stand up. And please make sure you take all of your belongings with you. Guests, please may I ask that you all remain seated until the graduates and platform party have left the hall. You will then be guided through the doors at the side by the ushers to rejoin your graduates in the Student Centre for post-ceremony celebrations. Thank you.
something better.